Okay then everyone, so after many requests, here's a video of me with actual stuff on my back shelves. Well, I know it's amazing I actually have stuff on my back shelves, but today's video is going to be not like a sugar-coated one. It's not going to be one that maybe some people wanna hear, like the actual realities of what it's like to start things online. And that's where I'm looking to stand out, because so many people online speak about their success or, you know, their penthouses, the supercars, all that kind of stuff. But I've got a lot of experience of trying things and them not working. And so that's what I'm gonna share with you today, because if I'm being honest, you know, I've made very little progress. I've been in this journey for just under a year and a half, and you know, the lessons you learn along the way are so valuable. Even though you may not have moved further across in your journey or made much progress towards a certain goal or something like that, and if you're watching this and you're experiencing the same thing, I want to welcome you to this community of entrepreneurs, founders, CEOs, people that actually care about their future. They actually care about the targets they're trying to hit long term as well. And so the lessons you learn along the way are so valuable. There's nothing to take away from that. If you instantly hit it off and you had some amazing drop shipping experience and became a multi-millionaire from that, then I don't think it's as valuable as going through the struggles every single day and doing the hard work every single day and seeing no results, because that's what teaches you the most. And I think any entrepreneur, any person that has gone through and has become successful without that will never have the same qualities as those who have been through the struggles, who have been through the hard work, the late nights, the early mornings, whatever it is, because that is what actually builds your character. That's what builds you as an entrepreneur, as a CEO. And then eventually that will make you the best leader, because you know what it's like to stay long hours. So you can make sure that you're resonating with your team and you understand what it takes to actually push a company further or anything like that. So although I may not have much experience of business or dealing with clients and things like that, that's why I'm not talking to you about that today. I'm actually going to talk to you about the raw realities and some valuable things that I've learned along the way, and that hopefully you can appreciate and use in your own life. So all jokes aside, I've got some stuff on my back shelves, but now we're going to get a little bit more serious with the video, because it's super important to understand. And first of all, I wanted to go over the fact that anything in life, anything you want to do, whether it's hit a big goal or something like that, that is actually substantial, that has some sort of value to you, your family, people around you, or just in anyone's life, anything you want to do that has a big substantial goal will be hard. And the quicker you accept that, the better. If you're trying to achieve gigantic success in any realm, whether it's go to the Olympics, read more, anything like that, if you're trying to actually get the best at it and be the best at it, it's going to be hard. There's going to be nothing easy about it. You're not going to wake up one day and think, oh yeah, I have that all figured out now. It's a constant battle between you and the work you're putting in to try and get towards that goal or that certain achievement, anything like that, right? So you have to understand that the quicker you learn and see that anything in life that is hard, or anything in life that is of, you know, high status or of achievement or anything like that, is going to be hard. There's no two ways about it. You can't expect to achieve gigantic success in any realm and do it in a year or 2 years, right? It takes a long time to get there, and that's exactly why I'm trying to play the long game of learning, trying to understand exactly what it is that my target ICP wants, what my market wants. And that's what it's all about. It's not about just the quick wins. It's not about the quick new dropshipping product that's going to make you a few 100,000 or whatever it is that you're trying to just achieve that. I'm sure if you can see a way to do that, then go for that. But if you can't, think about the long-term things. It's not always about the quick small wins you can get. It's more about the long plays and the bigger things you can do that are actually going to move the needle in the future even further. And that's really hard to do. That's something that many people can't do. They can't see doing something now for the greater good. They can't see going to the gym for a year in a row, you know, every single day and not seeing much results. But then after that year, because of all the compounding effort you've put in, maybe you start to see some progress and some results there. And that's why people quit within the first year, because they don't see any results. So being able to, that brings me on to the second point actually, of being able to do stuff with no results, as I discussed in the intro, is probably one of the most valuable, or the most things you can do to build your patience and build your understanding of the value of the work you're doing. Because if you are sending emails, doing cold calls, and you're seeing so little results, obviously you're doing something wrong. But from learning from that, you learn that you can't just do the same things over and over and over again without seeing any results, because that's super pointless, right? You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That's the definition of insanity from Albert Einstein. But if you're thinking about changing things up or trying something a different way, but you're not too sure because it's going a little bit against the norm of what that market does, then try it. Because how will you ever know if you haven't tried something? You have to actually take the action, put the work in first, and then see if it was a good decision. You can't think, is it a good decision, and then put the actions in, but you already know it's a good decision because you haven't done it yet, right? So you need to actually put actions in. You need to actually do the things you need to do every single day, whether it's make content, send outreach, whatever your goal is, whatever your target is. It could be financial, it could be athletics, it could be anything, right? So think about that and understand that anything you do in life is going to be hard. Anything you want to achieve that is substantial is going to be hard. And that brings me on to the next thing of the equation I always talk about, which is discipline over motivation plus hard work plus passion equals progress towards your goal. That will never mean that you're going to hit your goal instantly, but it means you're going to get one step closer to it. And that's exactly why I say at the end of every video, remember to take it one step at a time. Because it's super important that you don't just think about the long-term goal, but yes, that's important, but it's more important to think about how you're actually going to get there, right? Because if you just have this goal and you think, well, that would be nice to have, and you leave it at that, then you're never going to get there. So you need to think about, what can I actually do now, 10 years down the line from when I'm actually going to achieve this goal, and do the work every single day to get towards that goal, right? So break your goals down, think about the big gigantic thing that you think is unachievable, but then just look at what it would take every day for you to hit that goal in 2 years time, 3 years time, 6 months time, whatever it is. But being able to see the long-term benefits of things is probably one of the things that is missing most nowadays. A lot of people just want these quick wins, or they want to earn the quick, 2k cash here and try and scam someone online just so they can get that quick 2k cash, but then when they ask for a refund, they're never going to give them the refund, and it all just gets very messy. So why would you even think about doing that when you need to have so much more value and give so much more value to the point where people don't want refunds, and you're not scamming people online, and you feel like the thing you're actually providing is really good because you're getting really good results? So stop looking for quick wins, stop looking for things to just take some people's money or to cut a bit of weight. Think about the actual long-term benefits, think about the long-term things you can do to cut that weight or to gain that extra money, or whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever your goal is. But stop focusing on quick wins because that will never serve you long term, ever. It will always beat down your reputation, and in the long term your reputation is the one thing that's going to hold and stand strong with you. Because if you scam people online right now and 10 years down the line you get a name for that, and you're trying to then sell something online, maybe, even if you have the best product in the world, even if you have great client testimonial results to prove it and they're actually real, people still won't believe you because your reputation that's been spread online for the past 10 years or the past 5 years, whatever it is. So your reputation and who you are, you have to stay super strong in that. You can't ever diverge from it. You can't just think, oh yeah, well, it's a one-off, we'll go on then. You can't do that. You have to think about the long-term benefits and think about what it is that you're actually trying to achieve and the person that you are. Because if you're someone who's just going to scam someone and never give them a refund even if they ask for it, well, that's when you're not in the right place to do that business, or you're not in the right place to start your journey or try and evolve in your journey, etc. Right? So you have to first know that what you're doing is good and your results are good, and all of those kinds of things. You can only gain results by doing work for people. So then test their work out, see, does your work actually work, right? So don't scam people online. Stop looking for quick wins. Anything that you do that's substantial in life will be hard, like super hard. You have to keep doing it every single day. And those are just some of the very few valuable lessons I've learned. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see another one like it, then comment down below. But until then, I will thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I will catch you in the next one.